So let us see how we can install the Anypoint Studio so that we can create our first application on the go using the Anypoint Studio platform. So what we need to do is we just have to go to the dashboard as I already mentioned, then go to the Anypoint Studio and click on download. So there is a 30-day free trial available for the download. Apart from that, after that you need to buy a license from MuleSoft team. You can talk to the support team or the sales team of MuleSoft to get the license. So here we will create the 30-day free trial. Since my machine is Windows, so I will select Windows. You may select Mac or Linux as per your choice. Then my job title is something like the demo title, or maybe the software engineer, the very common title. Then the phone number will be like something like this. We have to agree to the MuleSoft license agreement and privacy policy. It is always good to see these documents like license agreement or privacy policies, but for the purpose of this video I would skip that part, and we'll go to the next part to download the Anypoint Studio. So one thing is really matter here. This download or this installation will only work. So I'll first save this file here. So this download or this Anypoint Studio will only work if you have JDK available in the system. So let us check whether we have the JDK available or not. So we have to go to the CMD, the command prompt, and write Java space version. This way you can check whether the Java is available or not. Yes, so we have the Java version 1.8 available in the system. So our Endpoint Studio should work here. So let us wait for this Endpoint Studio to get downloaded. It will take around 12 minutes to get downloaded. While it is being downloaded, I will guide you through the other parts of the Anypoint platform. So let us get back to the Anypoint platform dashboard page. There's a profile section at the top right corner of Anypoint platform dashboard. You can change all your details which you have already provided at the time of registration, like the email ID or the phone number or the username, or maybe the default environment as well. So Anypoint platform gives you two default environment. One is named as design environment and the second one is named as the sandbox environment. You can switch your environment as per your choice. And in the production environments especially, it is the Anypoint platform. Once you buy the licenses, then it provides you two environments. One is the sandbox environment and the second one is the production environment, which is really helpful. Since it's a free account, that is why we do have the design and sandbox only. We do not have the production environment here because the production environment is generally not recommended as a free tier always. So then you can check whether you belong to three roles. So you are the organization admin since you created this organization, and you are the design admin, the admin of the design environment as we describe the environments in the upper part. Then you are also the admin of the sandbox part because you have created this organization. That is why you have all these roles. So if you notice, this is the part of access management, our very first Mule component under management center. So let us wait for this download to complete so that we can continue further. So this Anypoint Studio is now ready since that it has been downloaded so far. The version which we are using is 7.3.1. You just need to extract this version here to any folder or somewhere else wherever you want. This will take only 1 or 2 minutes at the max to get extracted. So let us wait for it to download. Till then, let us go to the Anypoint platform dashboard once again. Yes, so here we are quickly ready to deploy or to move all the APIs whatever we will be developed in the next videos of this course. But for all the APIs we need this Anypoint Studio to be installed properly so that we can use the same. So this is extracting right now as I mentioned earlier. Done. So go to the Endpoint Studio folder. So there are many folders here. As you can see the folders in the Eclipse installation as well. The same folder structure follows here as well. So there is one folder which is the configuration folder for Endpoint Studio, which is same like Eclipse. Then there is a feature folder which is available which is available to understand all the features of Anypoint Studio. You can add or remove any uh, tools or the plugins as you deploy in Eclipse as well. Then there's a license folder which takes care of license keys. Since it's a free installation, that is why there is no license key here. I can show you this file. So there's a free license agreement here. If you have the if you have purchased the Endpoint Studio, then there will be a paid license agreement available here. Then go to the next folder, which is the meta-inf folder, where it have the metadata information about Anypoint Studio and MuleSoft. There is a P2 folder which is available for core and engine platform engine modules of Anypoint Studio. There is a plugin. So to install Anypoint Studio, you just need to download it and unzip the same, and then use this application file to launch the Anypoint Studio. So for the ease of communication, what we will do is we will create a desktop shortcut for Anypoint Studio so that we can use it in the later videos or later lectures of this course. Right now we will open the Anypoint Studio by double clicking on this application link, and it will open Anypoint Studio 7.3. The latest version is right now 7.4, but we are using 7.3 because it is most stable version as of now. So let us get it open, and then I'll guide you through this Anypoint Studio IDE, which is the integrated development environment platform. So it will take few seconds to load its plugins and tools and the configurations or the features which are out of the box available in 7.3 version of Anypoint Studio. So once it will be open, then we can check all the information like whatever projects we are going to deploy or we are going to create, design or manage the same. So once you launch the MuleSoft Anypoint Studio from this application, it will ask you to select your workspace. So we have chosen this workspace. You may choose any folder in your system, whatever you like, and you can also make it as a default workspace, so that every time whenever you open this Anypoint Studio, then the same workspace will open for you. So let's click on the launch button here so that it will launch the Anypoint Studio IDE, integrated development environment, to design the APIs, to develop them, and then to package them into the jar or to run them into the MuleSoft platform. So let's wait for this to open. So as you can see, if you are really familiar with Eclipse, then you can see that this particular Anypoint Studio is same like as Eclipse. There are several panes here, and there are many areas where you can actually see the mule properties or the problems in your project, and the outline or the munit test cases, munit errors, munit console, and mule palette to have the ready connectors available with you. There is a package explorer where all the projects will be listed so that you can see all the projects. So this is a brief overview of integrated development environment provided by MuleSoft to design Mule applications. Thanks.